Hello everybody and welcome to another replay of World of Tanks. And this time I'm showing you a replay I had, I'm guessing yesterday, in my M46 Korea Ripper Patton, the premium variant of the rate of the, well, I want to say it's stock version of the Patton that's in the game. And I'm gonna show you what you kind of need to do when you're in a top tier medium tank and you're only one of 3 tier 8s in a matchup like this. And it's basically playing to the strengths of the vehicle. Now what we know about American vehicles is they are not particularly fast. They are more well-rounded. They are not snipers, they're not brawlers. They're decent at everything, but not really good in one specific thing. Since the Ripper Patton had a turret armor buff, I like to play it up, ridges and stuff like that. I haven't seen enemies yet, so I move forward into this position, and we immediately spot 2 tier 8s, an M41 Bulldog and the AMX CDC. Now both are not fun to play against. The AMX CDC has a good rate of fire, the AMX of the M41 Walker Bulldog has a 76mm gun. But I know that if I can keep them bouncing off my turret, I have nothing to worry about. Now I've switched from free camera to the camera in game to what I would see. As you can see, I'm keeping an eye on what that AMX CDC is doing. Now I know that Walker Bullock wants to put some more rounds into me, so I bait him into shooting me by turning away, and then I look back immediately, see him coming back, and actually taking a long amount of time before he actually engages me. Now that AMX CDC puts a couple of good shots into me while he's moving away. Again, I'm checking that CDC if he's coming back. I know I can take out the Cromwell and he won't go through my turret armor unless he's really lucky. So take him out as well, and after that I must admit I make a bit of a mistake. Although I do get away with it pretty well. I'm just waiting here a little bit. As you can see, I haven't used any of my premium ammo. We both miss our shots here. And I know that I have the advantage. As long as that Emil isn't coming up to me, I know that I have the advantage over that AMX CDC. I can use my turret, he can't use his. He doesn't have a lot of armor on his turret anyway. So that's kind of like playing to the strengths of your vehicle. Now I can see this guy coming in, he's firing high explosive ammo. But I know, as long as he can only fire at my turret, he won't go through, and high explosive won't do that much to me. I do think I take 1 shot of damage from him, because he blows my tracks off. His reload is a little bit quicker than mine. Oh, no, I don't. Oh, that... Then that T29 takes out my gun. I'm trying to work over that OI because this high explosive or well, AP ammo, he can do a lot of damage to me. I've got that T29 in place. There's only me left, the enemy team, so going in, I know my team's going to do some damage before I round that corner, before I can put in a shot of my own. I see that the Tiger 1 is completely stuck, so I won't be doing a lot of damage anyway. But he misses, and I go in for the ram kill. So that's 4 kills. And there's another replay from yesterday. This is my Rheinmetall Skorpion game. This is the first Ace tanker I got in it, and well, just look at it. Again, it's all about playing to the strengths of the vehicle. Well, the Skorpion G is a sniper. It's, well, I must be honest, I was expecting a lot more from it than what I got. But it's good enough. It misses some weird shots sometimes, but you can't really complain. It's a decent enough sniper, and oh, I got spotted here immediately by that T-71. So I pulled back, but not before putting in a big shot of my own. I'm just waiting here, figuring if I go up a bit, I'm in a better position altogether. I see KV2 coming up, but instead I switch to the T3485M, and actually I'm already wishing I didn't, because I am missing these really good shots on these guys right now because of it. Again, I am one of 3 tier 8s in the match. I'm just switching around, looking where I can put in a shot. That T-34 is behind that building, but I'm in a decent enough position at the moment to do what I need to do. Actually, I see that bad chat coming up, put in a good shot, somebody immediately shoots him as well, and our bad chat is getting annihilated. I've already noticed that our entire team is getting hammered on that flank, at least before that T-43 gets blown up. You can see the nice little ammo rack back there, but most of our team is on this flank. And, well, I think to myself, if that IS goes down, that was the last guy on that flank right there. Make a little bit of a dick move here. I'm standing in front of the gun of that Sturro mill. Before I figure, well, maybe I should get out of the way. Didn't have a shot at that KV2 before he disappeared. But right now, we don't have any eyes out. So I'm just waiting here, wondering if I will be able to shoot at anything that comes up. I know they will circle around, because that's what everybody always does. Around this time, I haven't done a lot. And I'm lucky I didn't get spotted right there. I'm looking for the most dangerous opponent, but can't see him. Can't see the KV3. Notice he's staring right at me, so I move away. Now they are definitely aware that I'm in this position. I have 2 shots right here for a little amount of time. And that's the ammo rack. I thought in this stage of the game that Scout is more dangerous than the Tank Destroyer. Although you'll see in a bit, I actually am wishing I took the shot on the Jackson instead of on the T-71. I'm waiting here, seeing if the Jackson is going to move up, but he isn't. That was a poorly aimed shot and it ricochets off the side of that KV-3. And there's a full health tier 8 heavy tank. I put a shot in and I skedaddle the hell out of there. I know I'm spotted, they are rushing that position. I need to make sure that we get into a more defensible position, or at least a better position for this tank. Too bad that KV-2 hit that M4 right before me, but it's another tank taken out. And it's all we can do at the moment to make sure that we can consolidate our position. I see those two guys, they are, well, slugging it out with the Panther M10 and, if I'm correct, the 110. I should have gone for that T25 first, but I didn't. I'm hoping my reload is fast enough for that before he turns his turret around, but it isn't. I'm thinking he's going for the other guy, but I see him not going for the other guy, and I go for the shot anyway, hoping it will penetrate. It doesn't. Could have gotten a really good kill out of it. I'm moving along, hoping that he will get taken out before he can put a shot into me, but that's not what happens. So I took 2 shots where I didn't have to take any, actually, and here I take another one. So my health is really dwindling at the moment, but I put another great shot into that VK, and I'm thinking, now 110, he's a really heavily armored tank. He should go up front and take some shots. The Panther and the VK should stay back and snipe a little. I'm just hoping I can get a shot on something. Hoping that the VK is moving in front of the tree line, or in front of the hill. But he isn't. There's the Jackson, and this is exactly the point I'm talking about. I wish I'd already put a shot into him. I know my gun can, with a high roll, take him out in one shot, but I don't have the high roll, so he remains at 116 hit points. Now I know these guys are taking out my team. That 110 is following me, and I'm rather annoyed by it, because he would be far better off brawling those guys than following me. I'm thinking if I go up here, I might have a couple of shots in the backside of a couple of those tanks. Put a good shot into the KV-3. Again, I don't get spotted, and I realize, well, maybe too late, maybe just in time. And I go back into this position, hoping to spot something, but there's the Jackson. I don't have a shot on him, so I know that guy has 6 cents. And he gets taken out by the 110 just before I pull the trigger, or at the exact time. Here I am just waiting a little too long, puts me on 5 hit points. Now I know I can't take another shot. So maybe that 110 can, so you will see me looking over at him, wondering why he's still in that position, not going forward, not spotting for me. And I realize he's a one-shot for everybody as well. And with that Stritzwagen right there, I try to get shot in, but I miss. and since I can't spot for myself at this moment, they are too well dug in. This is going to be a loss. So yeah, playing to the strengths of your vehicles sometimes doesn't really pay off. And yeah, if I had shot at that Jackson earlier, we wouldn't have had that problem with the Jackson. If I remained in that position up on the ridge line, I might have been able to put another couple of shots into that VK and that KV3, holding them back from my team. But I didn't, and that's the blame on me. I have a feeling that partly why we lost is because I didn't go into the positions I needed to go at the most crucial of times. I should have gone not to this area, to D, from D1 to D4, but I should have gone to G or H and try to shoot into the cap. But at the time I didn't know they were going to cap. I just wanted to get into a better position when they were going to follow us or remain on that ridge line, so would have shots into them, and I didn't. So there's that. Let's take a look at the post-game stats. Now here you can see I did an ace tanker in the M46 with steel wall and high caliber. I did over 4,000 damage, 4,500 if I'm correct. You can see top on team of damage and experience, sadly not on kills because that one goes to the M41 90, who actually had a pretty decent game as well. And here you can see I made 124k profit with 11k experience for the M46. That is going towards the FV183. Rheinmetall is only an ace tanker and a high caliber, but you can't have everything, can you? And 5,300 damage, top on experience and damage for this game. And here you can see I made 110k profit and only 2k experience. Now, I hope you enjoyed these replays, and I hope you have learned something from it. If you did, please leave a like and a comment. Also subscribe to my channel and follow me on Facebook or Twitter on the Banto Battles. See ya.